you guys get on ready with me while I tell you guys how I lost 30K and I was ready to quit entrepreneurship. Listen, one thing for sure is that we all know entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Listen, like, it's going to break you, it's going to bend you over. Like, it is up to you to decide whether or not you're gonna let it, whether you want to quit or just, rise above it and be like, yeah, I can do this. So anyways, for those of you guys who don't know me, I have been making money online for the past 5 years. I got fired during COVID for my corporate job, and that led me to finding ways to make money online. And I started out with MLM, and I was selling clothes. I bought a bunch of inventory, which till this day I have inventory left over that I'm waiting to send to Haiti. So I do something with them, like give them away or sell them, I don't care. But like, point being is obviously money wasted because I still have them in my storage waiting to go to Haiti. But that didn't stop me. I moved on from selling clothes because obviously we were on lockdown. People weren't really buying clothes because it's like, where the hell were they gonna go with clothes? Like, buying clothes is one thing, but like, where are they gonna wear it to? There was a quarantine. So obviously, if I had an advisor and knew what I was doing, I would have never started selling clothes, especially not at a time like COVID, But I didn't know better. I was just like thinking, what's next? I'm ready to make some money, and so I went with that. Anyways, I quickly had to change that, so I went all out on MLM, and I was making decent money to the point where like my ex started getting jealous. Like, I would be on the phone with clients for too long trying to close them, like trying to convince them, to purchase the items, even though they're good items. As you know, in sales, you have to like convince people to buy. And another thing I didn't like about that specific business model was the fact that I constantly had to get people to join my team in order for me to grow and advance in the company. And that to me was like, yeah, no, I can't keep doing that, because it came to a point where even if I did all of my hard work, I put in all the effort for the month, I wasn't ranking up simply because my downline did not make the same goal. They did not reach their own goal. So it was basically like, imagine your success depends on other people. Like, if these people don't work, you stuck on that same level because they refuse to do their part as a team, and you're the only one going hard. So I quickly realized that wasn't for me, because that is not the kind of life that I wanted. Like, because I know myself, I know if I sign up for something, I'm going to make it happen. I don't care what is going on with life, I'm still going to show up and do what I'm supposed to do, because that's just the kind of person I am. And we cannot expect everybody to be like us. And I think that's where people go on with that kind of business, because the mentees are never going to be the same as the mentors. Like, some of them might have the same qualities, but they're never going to be the same and put in as much effort, So I stopped doing that, and then went back into the rabbit hole of looking for ways to make money. In the meantime, I started doing DoorDash. I was doing DoorDash, and that one was like a bad thing to do. Like, I was barely making money, but I was wasting gas. But you know what? I was happy. I was content with the fact that at least I get to make my own hours. So that's how I know what really would make me happy is to work for myself and have full control of my time. That's how when I realized, wow, the fact that I'm so happy making $87 for a 7-hour drive on DoorDash is insane. Well, at least I have my own time. I'm doing this in my car. I'm still able to do whatever I want with my time. If I want to go create content right now, I can, and then come back and drive some more. So I was like, okay, well then, time to figure out how to make that kind of money without having to drive. Like, at least make it make sense, because the time was no longer an issue now. The issue was the amount I was making. So it was still kind of like I'm wasting my time. I'm giving my time away, but I'm only making $87. Like, that didn't make sense. So I shifted, and then I moved to Houston for like almost 10 months trying to like start a food truck, because I wanted to start a Caribbean food truck. All of it, guys, it was all about finding a way to make money, like where I have my own time. So I quickly realized I didn't like Houston. There was a lack of culture there. For me personally, I don't know, that may not be everybody's experience, but for me personally, there was a lack of culture. And also the fact that the beach was 2 hours away. Like, no, there's no way. It's kind of like to go from living in Miami where the beach is 5 minutes from you to then go live somewhere where you have to drive 2 hours to get to a beach. No, absolutely would not recommend, because guess what, you are going to be miserable. You're going to fall into depression. So yeah, when I realized Houston wasn't it for me, I got back into the horse learning how to make money online. That's how I came across digital marketing and drop shipping. Drop shipping especially stood out to me the most, because it's kind of like you telling me I can start a business without having to buy any inventory. Like, I can literally sell other people's products and not worry about buying products up front. I was like, oh, sign me up. Like, so I just started watching everybody's YouTube videos. I was just like, oh, like I was watching like literally every dropshipping guru online. I know them, I've seen their content, and I'm learning. So wow, I feel like I'm running out of time. So when I started doing digital marketing, I finally caught a break, because I hit my first 50K month, and I was just like, oh, this is sweet. And then with drop shipping, I started making like 30K. So what happened is I started traveling, and then in the midst of all my traveling, guys, out of nowhere, one of my account got shut down with 30K in the middle of traveling. So I was screwed. I had to find my way back home. So I came back to Miami, and I'm like, okay, like I was ready to quit. I was like, listen, losing $30,000. I was like, yeah, this is not meant for me. This is not actually God's calling for me. There's no way I can make it as an entrepreneur. That is a sign that I'm not cut out to be an entrepreneur. That is all the things I was telling myself. I cried, I prayed, like, and then I got over it. I was like, yeah, I'm done with entrepreneurship. I'm just gonna go back to being, you know, working for people and just figure it out in the corporate world. But fast forward to now, I'm glad I didn't actually let my inner thoughts get the best of me, because I have officially launched my program, and I have helped multiple people make money online the same ways that I make money, which is with dropshipping and digital marketing. And just the past 20 days, I made 50K with one of my businesses alone. One of them alone. And then with my dropshipping business, in the last 90 days, I have made 100K. And I'm just like, more of the story is that don't let the voices in your head trying to trick you into being mediocre, because sometimes your voice is only projecting and reflecting based on what's happening on your outside world. You don't actually have to listen to it. It's just your brain automatically try to make you go the safest route. Once your brain senses some kind of danger or some kind of like, oh, this is not gonna work out for you, just lost 30K. So your brain automatically thinks of going to the safest route, which is go back to your 9 to 5. Fuck that. Ignore your brain and go for the best option, which is keep going, because eventually you're gonna be the one making 100K a month. You're gonna be the one making 30K a month. You're gonna be the one making 50K a month. So keep going and don't quit. Just because there are little roadblocks does not mean you're not gonna make it eventually. Your passage will get clear eventually. Love you guys. Bye.